Yes, sir. So in 1985, the draft night for you, what was that now? What was the night like for you, and what stands out?
Well, to be honest, my draft, I mean, like it is today, where they, go to different cities and all that kind of stuff. We didn't do that then. But my draft day was really kind of quiet. It was myself and one of my teammates, two of my teammates, in my little one bedroom apartment. I didn't, I didn't know where I really was going to go, so I wasn't really with the fanfare. So I wanted to kind of keep it low key.
I hear you, man.
So to avoid any embarrassment. so, so,
I hear you,
so I
man.
kind of kept it low key. It was just me and them. Uh, and it's funny. I tell the story all the time. That the day I got drafted, uh, Buffalo called and said, "Hey, listen, we want to take you in the first round of the draft. You have any objection?" I said, "No, well, now I'm ready to go." So they wound up drafting me and immediately flying me to Buffalo. Man, I think I had 15 cents in my pocket. This honestly got true. I flew to New York with 15 cents in my pocket, and I had a brief layover in Detroit, and I think I went from Detroit to Buffalo. Uh, uh, you know, very. I mean, my stomach is growling, and because I needed to eat, I hadn't had a chance to eat anything, and I didn't know that my agent and the team was already working out the deal. So to make a long story short, I wound up going from 15 cents in my pocket to signing with the Bills for 1.7 million. So that's a hell of a jump from 15 cents in your pocket to $1.7 million in your pocket.
For
So
sure.
that's what I remember most.
Definitely. So, looking at the guys that went to the NFL from Memphis, you're like one of seven guys that went in the first round. How, when you're looking back at that, how inspiring is that to you personally?
Well, that I've never been I've never been a person that felt like I needed to stay in the limelight or be in the limelight. It's never really been my thing. But I guess deep inside, I guess I have to admit it makes you feel kind of good to know you're one of 7 or 8 guys that has been drafted in the first round out of your college or university, and then I think I need maybe I need to do the research, but I think I might be maybe the second highest drafted player out of Memphis. I think it may be one other player that went before the 14th player taken in the first, but
I think it was Poe, the
yeah,
defensive lineman.
it may be Pope, but I think it was one. Uh, but yeah, of course, that makes me feel good.
Definitely, man. So,
Yeah.
along your NFL journey, like the top five, who were some of the best teammates that you were around? Like
Well,
top five.
and I mean, I'm talking about. I can't name a top five, but I can name you 5 guys. It wouldn't be in any order, but I played with 5 Hall of Famers. You know, Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, Lofton. You know, that's a hell of a list.
For sure, man.
Yeah, that's a hell of a list. So, in no particular order, I mean, I think Tally, Bruce Smith, and Nate Odoms, uh, Leonard Smith, all those guys that I played with, you know, the memories we had was, irreplaceable.
Definitely. So, going in the first round, did you go through any pressure trying to produce right away for
Oh,
Buffalo?
absolutely, yeah, yeah, of course, and you know, for any person that's drafted that high, if they say they didn't, feel any, pressure, I mean, yeah, of course, your people expect you to perform at a first round level, but I didn't actually really learn the game until going into my third year because my college seasons was played with injury. So I had a great senior year in college, but that was the extent of I had to, it took me maybe 2 years to really learn the game. And once I learned the game, it kind of slowed down for me a lot. But my level of playing experience was really kind of limited at Memphis because I stayed hurt so much. And then uh, so it took me those 2 years to actually learn the game. And then when I
Definitely.
finally learned the game, I get hurt again.